All right, my beautiful friends. Again, we have to talk. It just doesn't stop, and it's the truth. It is Thursday, June 6, 2019. Here's what's happening. People better stop paying attention because I'm deadly serious. We are in for a very rude awakening with regard to world central banks who are about to pull something, and the groundwork is being set up right now. Let's start off with this. As I am doing this video blog, stocks are flat, not doing anything, not too much action anywhere. However, we heard from the European Central Bank President Mario Draghi. Now, I want you to envision what I'm about to tell you. Right now, the ECB has negative real rates. Meanwhile, Mario Draghi just said he could lower rates further. Okay, now let's back up to a few days ago here in the United States. We heard from the dynamic duo, the freak show, Powell and Clarita, Fed chair and Fed vice chair, who are saying they'll do whatever it takes to keep things propped up. We know a rate cut is coming, at least one. We know quantitative easing will be implemented if they need to do it. Bailouts, you name it. So while everyone is focusing on the Federal Reserve, again, it is the central bank of central banks for the most part. But now we have the European Central Bank saying, for now, they're going to keep rates where they are, which are already in the negative, and they could lower rates further. Now, gets better than that. Understand that there are hundreds of world central banks who work in concert. They work together. They talk to each other. They're owned by the same entities. So, what they are going to do here, because they have no choice, understand, the situation we are in could not be more dire. It's a world, engulfed, and I mean this, to the highest order, in a bubble of debt like we have never witnessed in the history of the world. Nothing is real in this environment. Any illusion of prosperity is just that. It's an illusion. We've been doing nothing but borrow epic sums from the future just to sustain where we are. And we're collapsing on a global scale. Here in the United States, our economy is failing. Same thing over in Europe, everywhere. This is a global phenomenon. So world central banks have no choice but to strangle, literally strangle, the middle class, more so than they are already, just to keep the markets around the world propped up. That's what they're doing. They're using the middle class as a tool to leverage the stock markets around the world higher. The middle class, we don't even exist anymore. They're being robbed blind, beyond blind over in Europe. Here in the United States, it's bad enough. And, I get people to write to me all the time, Greg, you think you got it bad there? Come over here. We have Hoovervilles popping up, this is amazing. So yesterday I did this video where I said Hoovervilles are popping up all over America. Well, I opened up my email box today, and I got pictures from all over the world. People are sending me, look what's happening in this country. Look what's happening over here. Europe. Hoovervilles everywhere. So this is a phenomenon you're not being allowed to know about. So world central banks are about to collectively implement a very dirty, dastardly, nasty strategy of suppressing rates around the world, strangling whatever is left of the middle class in order to subsidize these damn markets and the corporations, period. And you know what's going to happen? People are going to fall in line. They're going to fall in line. They're not going to open their mouths. This is what drives me crazy. You know what you should do right now? Start a blog. All right, the social media is getting pretty big. Go to YouTube, start a blog. Paraphrase me if you have to. Just get a message out there to people. Look, I'm just one guy. I have a lot of people that follow my work. And I love all of you. It's the truth. But let's band together and make a difference. Start blogging. Start talking about these things, not just to your family and friends, but try to get an audience on a global scale, like I have. And like I said, use my work. Don't go ahead. Say, Greg Mannarino saying warning about this. Do you think he's right? This is how I feel. I really think we need to look. There is a takeover going on a global scale. There's no doubt about it. World central banks, colluding with their respective leaders, are creating debt slaves on a micro scale, people, and on a grander scale, they are creating nation debt slaves. Do we really want to be slaves to these institutions? You got to be kidding me. But this is what they're doing. And it's about to get much, much worse. Mark my words. I mean, seriously, it's glaring in our face. We got, central bank leader after central bank leader saying this is what they're going to do. They're telling us what they're going to do. Are we going to sit down, lay down, and let them do this to us? Most people will. Sadly, there's not enough of us. I'm telling you, there is not enough of us. People have been so indoctrinated, so dumbed down. They can't walk and chew gum. At the same time, they have no idea what's going on around them. They're being locked in their boxes. They can't think outside the box. They can't dream outside the box. It's fall in line, with a whip. And now chains and strangleholds. And people sit there and they just take it. They just take it. I don't know about you, but I'm getting so fed up with all this. I really am. It's too much. But this is what we have to look forward to, people. Nation slaves, not just debt slaves on an individual basis, for which there are legions of around the world. People are so bad off now, they're ending up living in tent villages with children, like I explained yesterday, all over the world. Not just here in the United States, but you're not supposed to know that. You're supposed to think everything is just great, our economy is booming, the world is doing fantastic, and these world central banks, all of them are saying we're going to cut rates deeper into the negative with regard to the ECB? You've got to be kidding me. People, start opening your mouth. Like I said yesterday, and I say for years, we're responsible for each other. Start to adopt that. Start a blog. Do what you got to do to get the message out. We got to make a difference. It's got to start somewhere. Why not with us? All right, look, I'm going to get going because I'm starting to get very bent out of shape here. This guy loves you. This guy here. And I will see you at the end of the day.